Top up time. Good morning, Glenn. Sun is shining.
Yeah, what a beautiful day. Fantastic to go to the slipper, so excited.
And the scratchings are okay. I saw some interesting activity on the fair yesterday in relation to races 1 and 8. Race 1 was 4,000 matched on Isotope at $3 with Prague in the field.
Wow.
And then in race 8, I was just scanning through what was happening, if anything was happening. And race 8 was 3,200 matched on Hortby on her at an average of $4.10.
Yeah, that first bet's an amazing bet, but yeah. Oh well, they might be right, crystal balls, but that doesn't seem as SP.
Yeah. Anyway, race 1 will give us a good side on the track. They've put up a soft 7, which seems like it. The track's slow. I think we can accept that.
Yeah.
And all eyes on any type of pattern that may come out of race 1. Let's get the.
Just don't want any Queenslander turning up to the races, and then everyone just has to leave because of COVID. That happened to the football last night. Did you see?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. At the AFL, they just after quarter time they asked anyone that had flown down from Queensland to leave the Oval. Like, be nice to the Golden Slipper. You wait all week, and all of a sudden said, "Punters, can you leave?" Oh my
God!
Well,
speaking of Queenslanders, here's one in race 1, which is now 9,000 matched and trading around the $4 mark, not the $3 mark, minus a deduction of yesterday. Whoever snaffled that particular bet up is sitting very pretty right now. Marbusha, it also was a horse of focus yesterday. It's just a touch softer there, back at $7, but $7 wanted. Yeah, what can we shed any light on this race at the moment?
Nope.
It's a bit of a parade race, isn't it? Especially
bit of a parade for me.
A number of horses you haven't seen.
Number two kind of did nothing the other day. Number 4, like 14 back to 12. That seems odd. Private Eye looks like it's beaten nobody, and Marbusha won like a sit and jiggy jog down the straight, and Animat, and no wonder the favourites been so solid. I suppose will win.
A horse we didn't mention on the previous show yesterday is number 12, Matchmaker, that was long odds in a small field midweek at Kensington, but that looks a hot little form reference. Marway was obviously suited on the 7-day backup coming from behind that Boom Horse Lost and Running. This horse overachieved to buggery, and Bowman just jumps on here for a look around that promises to be a roughie just to look at.
Okay. I don't want to back Bowman in race 1 when he's having a look around.
No, it's 4 Group 1s on the day. I think Bowman and the others is perhaps a rider that you'll be looking to avoid.
I'll be looking to avoid. They can just have their poke around and get the money later.
Okay, the staying race 2, and Do Start has had some fans. I mentioned him on the previous show, in relation to the fact that when we'd seen him in Sydney 2 starts back in a walking race, Jay Ford was on board, and it's T. Barry today, and he looks a horse that will improve up to the 2,400, but it is a difficult race. This favourite Moon is obviously a wild card that sits there first up in a 2,400 metre race. And again, quite a complex race.
Yeah, complex little race, and I've really warmed to Do Start overnight, Mark, and the bottom one.
Okay. Race 3 is a 1,900 metre race where we lost the emergencies as forecast. She's Ideal, sitting around the $3 mark there. Gord warmed up. Yeah. What else is there here? I mean, Polly Gray had an awkward run in the lead up, and Welsh Legend brings a different form line to the race, but certainly it's easy race
to have a sandwich and a cup of tea.
So you're not interested in the favourite, Glenn? I realise that she...
Yeah, I'm not interested in the favourite. I'm still getting over Musselbrook Maiden, Mark. I'm never going to get her mad.
Well, the other thing is, of course, she hasn't won a race for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, look to return well. Sparkly run in the 1,300 against the Sharp Girls, and then not that well suited in a walking mile there 3 weeks ago at Randwick.
12 we tipped in the same race last start. It started like 5-1. It didn't get much room in Australia. $17 and completely forgotten about today, Lalud. I can only be 10s or 14s, something like that. Maybe 10s.
Yeah, I think I'm sitting there at $9 actually. So you didn't get that one right. Race. The first of the Group 1s is the Ranvet and Adibs. 15,000 match there, solid as a rock there at the 230. I think we were talking about 280. 5,300 match there on Very Elegant. She's gone past $3. And
just read a great posting on RaceNet about this race, Mark. The story's about Adibs. Go to the have a look. Go to the comments down the bottom, and they've got the tab form got up for Cliffs of Moher, and in the comment it's got good prospects. So thanks for that, Tab.
Well, the other thing is, of course, we had a Cliffs of Moher run around in the Melbourne Cup.
Yeah, I know we did.
And deceased at the end of the Melbourne Cup, I think.
Yeah,
those horses got euthanized.
Yeah,
good one.
Good prospects, they said. Thanks for that, Mr. Tab. The $201 fixed odds, good prospects.
Yeah,
just picking up all those $5 notes. Good on them. I still like the second favorite there, mate.
You've really climbed onto her and our favorite jockey, of course, Jimmy Mack. The Group 1 Rosehill Guineas, 10,000 match there on Mwanga at low threes. I think we said that it would be at least 5-2, 350. If not, Gord's looking for $4, he said. Grand Slam, a bit of activity, a bit of interest there in the likely leader off the big win at Moonee Valley. Very weird looking form, this horse. And no interest in the Spring Champion Stakes winner, which is the parallel race in the spring. Montefilia is $8 and blowing by the looks of it.
And it's Moanga's race to lose.
All right, you're a headline man. This.
Not really.
It did look very unlucky in the lead up. I'm casting aspersions on the lead up. This another complex Group 1. This is the George Ryder. Looks like 9-2 the field there based on the fare, and Dreamforce seems well out of the market there. Star of the Seas double figures as we expected. Dawn Passage is hanging in there as a contender, and Mizzy has got some new fans. It's a better looking race than it was last week, I must say. I'm pleased about the
inclusion of 5.
Yes, and 12. I think her last 2 runs. In fact, really, if you look at her campaign, it's been really good. Little sort of battler. She ran 3rd in the Golden Eagle, the inaugural Golden Eagle, which I guess fits into this race somewhat.
Yeah.
And of course, Funstar ran around as favourite in the Golden Eagle last year and 99th. Wow. Looks a tough race.
It's a gala. 5 will definitely do something.
Slipper. Here is Profiteer is around the 13-4 mark on the fair. 8,500 matched. Stay inside, solid there, just short of 9-2, and 4 moves ahead around the 11-2 mark.
The market won't change much. That market won't change much, guys. It never really does in the Slipper, does it, Mark?
No, it used to be interesting when you had the giant tote pools, but that is irrelevant these days. Just on your comment about Artorias yesterday on the preview show, Milesy's bobbed up his head saying Sebring 49 days between runs there to win his Slipper.
I'm surprised at that.
Yeah, but that was also a weird year. That was the EI year where Sebring actually, his last start was in the Breeders' Plate, which was run at the beginning of March. He had a barrier trial, of course, in between runs. But yeah, he was 49 days. I can't find another Slipper. Canny Lad was 26 days between runs.
Okay.
He came off the size produce. That's 1990. That's 31 years ago.
EI was a strange year, and then you run into this pandemic, floods and fire. Like EI's got nothing on this year.
Does anyone remember the bushfires?
They got put out by the floods. Isn't it just terrifying?
Yeah. So any last minute thoughts on this Slipper?
I'm going to be all over 5 for sure, and the horse I found over, and I think 8's on top. All over 5 for a good result, but the horse overnight with more thought. And if our man, J-Mac, can jump in front, that's Home Affairs, can jump in front and get onto the rails in front of Kalishnikov and get into that box seat runner fourth, it will be in the finish. And that's if the inside's all right too. So 4 variables.
Well, interesting to stay inside. I don't think a slipper winner hasn't finished further back than second in its lead up since Forensics, 14 years ago.
Wow. That's an interesting stat too, Mark.
Of course, he didn't have much luck to stay inside. And here's my top pick as well. First start away from home. But Freedmans have been overachievers this year. The last of the Group 1s is the Galaxy, and I mentioned the matchings on Hope Beyond Her earlier, who's drifted out from that $4.10 gala, but remains favourite and remains the firmer in the race. Again, a really interesting race. Tagliore seems to be hanging in there as second pick. Wild Ruler Eduardo are the other chances under double figures. Dirty Work seems to be on his way out, but based on that SP behind Classic Legend in the shorts, I think Dirty Work's going to be over the odds in this race. Particularly, he was drawn down in 1 last week, and he drew 1 in the Oakley Plate. Disaster. So he's got the alley to do something today.
Not disagree with any of that.
Yeah, and look, the Galaxy's been a good race of late, and the shift to Rosehill seems to have worked. Mounting Yard.
Can't wait to see a few of these horses, and I'm excited. Just exciting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Eduardo's pulled up from his. That was a massive race, albeit only over the 1,000 in the Challenge Stakes 3 weeks ago. Hope Beyond Her, obviously, first up. She's been trialling very well, but you'd certainly like to lay eyes on her as well.
Yeah, can't wait.
The nightcap is the 1,200 metre race for fillies and mares, and Emanates hanging in there. Not much action on the fair at this stage. Written Beauty off the 2,000 metre runs, the latest in the up against the boys in the Challenge, where she was very uncomfortable. Gord's given her another chance here. Wanda Bar, obviously the pattern will be key to her chances, and Every Rose off the Gutbuster in the Surround Stakes, which was 4 weeks ago, but it looks an interesting race for her with T. Clark getting on as well. So something to work with there in the last. Tricky Gal off the Glen Boss on the wing in the Coolmore 2 weeks back, and J-Mac getting on board here.
Big day for J-Mac. Big day for J-Mac. Better to say something nice about him. Anyway, good on you, Mark. Good top up.
Yeah, look, there's 2 things about this program. I can't wait to watch it unfold, but also can't wait to pull it apart on Monday. We're working with a track it's at least going to be a better feed than that form would have been had we raced last weekend. So Paul Daly will be along on Monday to give us all things numeric about this card that's going to unfold, and of course, Glenn and myself will be offering our insights. That's for ranters. We would love you to be a member if you've never tried us, because you do get the first 2 weeks free. And if you happen to chuck a monkey in an account with Dave Dwyer, he'd even pay your membership for you after your 2 weeks are free. So he'd pay you another 4 weeks. But look, you're mad not to be part of our team, because you get lots of it. Well, you get my assessments for 2 Metro meetings a week. You get Mounting Yard Mail from Glenn on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Typically, you get Queensland Mounting Yard Mail on the Saturdays, and you get 4 or 5 videos a week. That's a lot of content for not very much money. And as I say, the first 2 weeks are free. So I'd really encourage anybody who's yet to try us to come on board and at least give it a lick. And Glenn, you get on your way out there.
Yeah,
on the M4 to Rosehill.
Get in my bag of fruit and look like a normal human being. So thanks, Mike, and good luck and good punting to everyone.
All right. See you soon.